What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So today I just wanted to go on a little rant before I do the actual review of the shoe. So in one of my previous videos about the Dunk Camo pair, somebody was bold enough to call out my pair being fake, and I rewatched the video and I think I specifically mentioned that my camera was not picking up the exact color of the sock liner, which appeared to be like kind of navy on screen, but it's actually kind of this deep green color. And if you have that pair in hand, you can see that it is definitely green, matching the outsole. But this guy was kind of like, I don't know, he was stupid enough to call that pair fake. And the thing is that I got that pair from a local Atmos store in Korea, and I ended up selling that pair through StockX, which passed the authentication. So I'm not really sure which part of that could be fake. I don't really mind people like say criticizing about a shoe or the style of my review. I take that as genuine feedback, but just don't make yourself out of make yourself a fool by calling out my pairs fake, because I think I mentioned this in a previous video, but I get my pairs from either Nike.com in my home country or one of the authorized like retailers, whether it be like JD Sports, Casina, Atmos, Foot Locker, you name it, right? And then in rare occasions, I would get my pairs from reputable, resale platforms in my home country. So, really, unless somebody's really trying to fuck me over through like an authorized retailer, there's no way of me getting fake pairs, because I rarely do like personal deals, and I don't do any of that like early pair bullshit or any like what is it called, like unauthorized UAs or whatever, something like that. I don't do that shit, right? So please don't make a fool out of yourself. And one of the main purposes of having this channel is such that, people out there could get a detailed look of these shoes from point to point, so that when they have a certain pair, they could, use my videos as a reference point to pick out, fake points, or, kind of get a way of trying to tell if their pair is real or not. So just don't make a fool out of yourself. Yeah, anyways, having that out of the way, these are the Air Jordan 1 lows in the neutral gray colorway. And before showing you the shoe, I'll show you the tab. This is the official Nike Korea tab that we get when we get shoes from Nike.com or any of the authorized, dealers of Nike in our home country. So that's that. But anyways, when I first saw the pictures of this pair, I was really excited about this pair. I definitely thought it was a must cop, but with all the history, and I wouldn't say like the history, because it's kind of different. I don't want to get into that, but anyways, I was pretty psyched for this pair. But when this pair came out and I watched the video by Wear Testers, I think Chris from Wear Testers literally just kind of destroys the shoe, and how it's basically totally different from the OG pair that released back in 1985, because it has different number of lace holes, the midsole tooling is different, the swoosh is different, the shape of the toe box is different. So that kind of killed the vibe for me. But I was on the verge of not picking up this pair, but then when I was actually downtown trying to pick up my pair of the Camo Dunks, I saw like this kind of notification online that one of the Nike stores downtown actually had these in store. So before I went to pick up my Camo Dunks, I went to the Nike store and then picked these up for retail. So man, it was pretty nice. I mean, if I could get these for retail, gang, I mean, I'm down for it. But having these in hand, I'm actually shocked by the quality, the looks of the shoe. Like, putting all the differences aside, I think this is a solid pair. I think this is a really cool shoe in its own way. But as you can see, the overall colorway of the shoe is really simple. Uh, let's start with the side panel where you got this really smooth plush white leather. And the leather quality is really nice. It's very buttery. I'm not really sure if they use any sort of like premium material, but the way that Jordan Brand treated these is quite nice because you can see that it's got a lot of give. And this side is accented by this kind of nice gray nubuck swoosh here. Uh, Very smooth to the touch. And then here you got another panel of that crisp white leather, and you can see that the leather itself is quite thick. So I think this is actual leather, and I think Jordan Brand did go the extra mile of using a thicker cut of the white leather here, and it feels really smooth. It's really buttery, and that kind of leather extends all the way here to the toe cap, and then the toe box is typical Air Jordan 1 toe box with the perforated holes. And then here on the center, you got the OG white laces, cotton laces, factory laced onto the shoe. And underneath that, you got that crisp white nylon tongue. And then I think this part is pretty killer. The nylon tab with the silver or gray lettering of Nike Air logo here. And that's really cool and crisp. And then the sock liner is once again that neutral gray color, this with this mesh material. And this pair does come with an extra set of laces and this neutral gray color. And it is, I think this gray is slightly darker than the gray that we see on the swoosh or maybe the sock liner. But I mean, it is what it is. I think this would go pretty nicely with the actual shoe itself. But I think I'm just gonna keep the white laces for now. I think it's got a really clean look to it. And then the insole is the typical white Jordan 1 insole with the Nike Air branding in gray. So there's really nothing crazy, but I think everything about this shoe is crazy. I mean, it's really clean and really crisp. And then the back is really nice. You got that gray nubuck material for the heel tab, and then you got the very nicely sized, proportionate Air Jordan Wings logo embossed in or debossed in this neutral gray color. And I mean, the paint job itself is kind of sloppy, but I'm not complaining. The overall quality and the craftsmanship on this pair is really nice compared to, say, any like other GR Jordan 1s that we see these days. And then the midsole is that typical Air Jordan 1 midsole with the crisp white all across it. And then the outsole is that really fresh looking neutral gray Air Jordan 1 outsole with the typical circular traction pad on the forefoot. And then in the mid part, you got that Nike branding and some more of that typical traction pad on the back side of the outsole. So yeah, that's basically it for the aesthetics of the shoe and the quality of the shoe. And wearability wise, this is I mean, this should be as easy as pulling off a pair of Air Force Ones. It's basically a predominantly white shoe. I know some people don't like white shoes, but I think these are really good summer shoes, especially because the resale price isn't too crazy on these. I haven't checked checked StockX, but at least for the resale platforms in my home country, I think the prices are basically retail or even below retail. So yeah, there's really no hype behind these. And I'm not really gonna go into the history of the shoe because I think things get murky because Jordan Brand actually calls these the neutral grays, while the original pairs had the color code natural gray. And I think somebody in the comments mentioned a while ago that Jordan Brand actually changed the name of some color codes, so basically neutral gray equals natural gray. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not really sure if I buy that because they could have kept the actual name. So, but I just don't want to go into all the history because this is totally different from the original pair, anyways. Given the lace hole numbers and all that. I mean, the original pair has like 5 lace holes up top here, but this has only 4. But putting all that aside, I mean, this shoe does deserve some respect, and I appreciate the overall look of it. I just like what it is. And yeah, sizing wise, I would just say go true to size because this is basically your just regular Air Jordan 1. If you do want that extra wiggle room towards the toe area, you might want to go half a size up. But I mean, true to size is all the way to go, unless you have super wide feet. So yeah, so that nobody calls my pair fake again. You can see that Nike Korea tab once again. I mean, you can't fake this shit. I don't do fakes. I mean, if I had to go as low to get fakes to run this channel, I wouldn't have this channel in the first place. I literally hate fakes and people who wear them. I mean, if you have that money, go buy something else. Go buy yourself a cheeseburger or something like that. Just don't do fakes, man. That's just disrespectful to the companies, to the fans, to the brands, to everybody. It's just dumb. I mean, why would you do that? I mean, you can do whatever you want to do with your money, but I just think it's dumb. But that's my 2 cents on fakes, and just please try not to call my pairs fake because that's just making yourself a fool. But anyways, that's basically it. I'm sorry, I'm a little stressed out lately. It was just kind of a low blow. But anyways, I'll try to pull myself together and see if I can cop some more shoes to review. But anyways, thanks for all your support as always, and let's hope that I could cop some more shoes in the coming days. Anyways, stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching.